Do you ever get something and then you wonder, could I sublimate on that? Hi, I'm Marilyn, and my channel's Making with Marilyn. Now, my husband bought me a Cirkul water bottle recently, and then even more recently, he got this pink Koozie for me. And so I wondered, can I put my initials on it or something like that? I did a quick search on YouTube. I didn't see anything, so I decided, let's experiment. Now here's what I'm going to use in this video. What I did was I took my design, I added my name, and then I measured the widest part of this and how tall it was. And then I put this box around it an extra inch in each area. That's going to help me get it centered on my Koozie, because when I lay this down, I'm not really going to be able to see exactly where it's going. And I wanted the paper to cover all over the Koozie so I don't get those press marks. So besides my Koozie, I have my design, some heat tape, I have a lint roller, and then I don't know that I'll use it, but I have this glove. Now I also have a mini craft press over here. It's like 9 by 12, but I tend to like it for small jobs. So I'm just going to go ahead and lint roll my Koozie. And then I want to flip that so it's on the other side. Okay, so even though the Koozie isn't straight, if I center the Koozie between the two lines here and between the two lines there, it should come out pretty well centered. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up and then I'm going to peek and look and see what I think. Okay, so it looks like it needs to slide to the right just a little bit. And I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to cut some of this away in a minute, but I want to go ahead and tape this side of my Koozie to my paper. And I'm going to use a decent amount of tape because I really want this to stay put. Okay, now that I have it placed where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and cut this excess paper away. I don't want those lines to get on my pressing mat, and they're really just not necessary. So let's get rid of those. Now one thing is, if I were going to do a lot of these, or if I was going to do these to sell, I would probably make some type of little jig that fits down in there so that you can lift up the main part of the Koozie and not have to worry about this. For me, this is the only one I'm going to do, maybe. And so I'll just have this over the front of the heat press. Now here's the other thing. I want to mark about where my design starts. And actually, I don't need to do that. I can see it right here. I need to make sure that everything from here on up is under the press. Now, I also didn't mention when I was talking about what I'd use, this little pressing pillow. I may go ahead and use it too, so that I can put it under the Koozie. And then when the press presses down, hopefully that makes it where I don't have a harsh mark right here. Now I have my little craft press heated up to 385, and then I have the timer set for 45 seconds. Now I do want to put a piece of paper below what I'm working on, just to protect my pressing mat. I don't think anything could happen here because this Koozie is so thick, but I just tend to always do that. Let's place this right here, and then I can see through here to know my design ends right there. So I want to get that at least that far in, maybe a little bit farther. And then just in case this paper bleeds through the back, which HTV Ront usually doesn't, I'm going to add this. All right, so let's see how this turns out. Hopefully I do not ruin this Now I can see my design is not sticking out here, so that's good. Oh, I hope I don't ruin this. All right. All right, first of all, I want to inspect the koozie to see if it looks like I ruined it. All right, nothing's sticking together. There's a little steam coming out of there. Ooh, that is so cute. All right, I did not ruin it at all. That's really cute. Now I can see right here and right here, it looks maybe a little bit scorched. I might have had that pressure too high. I probably did. I want you to see exactly what I'm talking about, just in case you want to do these. And then I can see a slight difference in the color where I was pressing and down here. All right. That's cute. Now I also see, let me show you this. I don't see it here. I don't see it here. But I see that I actually ghosted it a little bit. So I did not have that adhered down really, really well. There was too much shifting going on. So there's a slight gray effect there. It actually kind of looks like a shadow. It doesn't bother me in this case, but it's not technically correct. All right, let me put this on my Cirkul bottle. Now here's the result, and my final thoughts are this. It worked out okay, but I can tell a slight difference in the color of where the press was and where it wasn't. This is a little bit, I don't know, a little darker, a little brighter, something like that. And then, like I talked about, I can see some type of scorching up there, tiny bit here, but not much. So I want you to be aware of that just in case you decide to try this yourself. Possibly I could have protected that up there by putting some Teflon paper here or a Teflon sheet here. I'm not really sure. Then I'd probably have a pressing mark. So I don't know. It's not a perfect process. I am happy with it, but it's not perfect. So in the end, if you get one of these Cirkul brand koozies, you can actually sublimate on it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do because it's not flat and all that, but you can do it. I think it just takes a little more finesse than a lot of sublimation projects. So thanks so much for joining me, and until my next video, bye-bye.